I wanted to make a quick video about a build that I found for the Rogue, more specifically the Marksman Rogue. So I've been looking a lot of stuff online about rogues while playing the game, and most of the builds I found are based off the melee rogue. Some of them are based off the Marksman Rogue, and are using the shadow imbuement for the shots. And that's cool and all, but I wanted to try to make a one-shot build. So is it possible to actually one-shot elites on level 25? Well, looks like it is possible to one-shot them in some way. So let me explain. So my build works around, of course, the puncturing arrow. I mean the penetrating arrow. So the penetrating arrow deals a lot of damage if you have 3 points in combo when you start it. So I'm skipping all the talents for the forceful arrow. I just needed to hit 3 enemies to have 3 combo points. Then I'm firing a penetrating shot, but what's going on here is that I'm heavily working with the legendary that gives you more damage if you have more energy when you fire your shot. So what I'm trying to do is to always fire when I'm full on energy to have the maximum bonus. After that, I'm going for the 3 points into exploit, which makes me deal 20%, almost 20% more damage on enemies that are full on health. So that's good because we're trying to one-shot enemies, so they're not supposed to be, low health. Then I'm working towards the poison imbuement. And why? Because poison imbuement deals damage based off percentage of the damage you deal, not flat damage as shadow imbuement do. So the higher I hit, the more damage my poison will deal. So I'm going full on poison. I extend the duration, and I have a chance to double the amount of damage, which is even crazier if you land this on a boss, for example. That's basically the entire, the core of the build, because I also have, of course, dash, because I need some mobility. But yeah, and I'm going 1 point into Shadow Clone, mostly for bosses. So let's see how this works. For the rest of the gear, basically it doesn't really matter what gear you have. It's more about high stats, dexterity. Some of my items have bonus ranks for poison imbuement, or for dash, or for example, puncturing arrow. If you have more items, that gives you higher damage of puncturing arrow, penetrating arrow, it's better, but it doesn't really matter that much. There is no a completely key features of legendary that you need. Eventually, one of them that could be really nice is the basic skill attack speed, because then you can stack your 3 points faster towards the combo. Eventually, you can try to go for this lucky hit on hit. It creates like a small rain of arrows whenever you use a marksman skill, which is nice because sometimes some mobs will survive. Some elites might survive with 10% HP, and if it happens, this rain of arrow can finish them up as you leave, so you don't have to recast another skill, to kill them. I've been thinking about switching pants and chest for something that gives me shields or mobility, but I couldn't find any good legendary that does that, so it doesn't matter. For the gems on the weapons, I'm using purple gems that increase my damage over time, so it even more extend the amount of damage I leave behind as a dot. Now, this build maybe is not the best build in the game, but it's pretty universal, because you can use it pretty much for any situation. You can use it to level up, because when you level up, when you do the quest and everything, you often have some breaks between two packs of mobs, and this gives you the time to fill up your energy and have one shot basically any mobs that you need to kill for quests. It's good for dungeons because you go through dungeons very fast. Now keep in mind, this build doesn't really kill everything if you want to be as fast as possible, but it's a perfect build if you want to just kill the elites in a dungeon and the boss. So basically, if you want to do the run, like just kill all the elites and then go for the boss, then it's perfect. So let's see and see this thing in action very quick. Of course, this build is not optimized. I haven't tried to min-max it. I'm pretty sure I could maybe switch some points from dash to something else. Also, I don't have the best legendaries. My gear is not upgraded to the maximum. I have 3 points in the weapon because the damage you do with the weapon is very important. I have core skill damage also, that is pretty beneficial for this build. I upgraded some of the rings to have bonus skill speed, but it's not very optimized. Still, it's pretty good. So I'm not gonna use the shadow clones very often because I want them for the boss. Maybe at the start I will use it once, and then again on the boss. We should be able to finish this pretty quick, so that's it. So one more point I've failed to explain is concealment. So concealment, I have some points in concealment because what's nice about this is mostly that whenever you break out of concealment, you crit. And you need to crit to have more damage. Also, you gain energy when you enter concealment. So basically, let's say you almost have your energy full. You enter concealment, your energy is now full, so it will be bonus damage on hit. And then it's a crit. And it's a long cooldown, it's 20-second cooldown, I know, but it's not required for this build. You can skip concealment if you want. I just found out that it's a good way to do damage. I've been running also the poison trap. With it, I've been trying poison trap. It's pretty good if you have a lot of bonus overtime damage on your gear. The poison trap is pretty good. So it's up to you to maybe optimize this build, but let's see how it works. So the goal will be to go quickly through the packs, apply 3 combo points, and then one-shot everything if I can. So let's see. that's it. Now let's try some other dungeons and see what timers we have on some popular dungeons here. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and leave your feedback in the comments if you want.